Here are our top movie critics' reviews and what you need to know about the film Knives Out. Knives Out is a modern whodunit, a contemporary mystery film that follows a family gathering gone twisted after the head of the family's death leads a master detective to investigate. Want a chance to win a free Amazon gift card? Wait till the end to find out how. Like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Knives Out is a 2019 American crime mystery film written and directed by Rian Johnson and produced by Johnson and Ram Bergman. Knives Out had its world premiere at the 2019 Toronto International Film Festival on September 7th and was released theatrically by Lionsgate in the US on November 27, 2019. Top Movie Critic Review, Jake Coyle, Associated Press. Knives Out, in the end, believes earnestly in whodunit. It just wants to turn it inside out. To say more about that would spoil the fun. But keep an eye here and elsewhere on the Armas. Thumbs up. John Wenzel, Denver Post. Knives Out deserves to be explored as a world of its own, as Johnson balances moral consciousness and black humor expertly within the constraints of the murder mystery genre. Original score, 3.5 out of 4. Thumbs up. Peter Bradshaw, Guardian. There's a great deal of lively and funny shenanigans with poisons and antidotes, and Johnson delivers a stab of cheerful cynicism. Original score, 3 out of 5. Thumbs up. Joe Morgenstern, Wall Street Journal. An entertainment that is as smart, witty, stylish, and exhilarating as any movie lover could wish for. Thumbs up. David Edelstein, New York Magazine Vulture. I suspect that Johnson, an adolescent genre enthusiast to his core, has waited since age 10 to make a movie like this. His enjoyment is contagious, even for those of us who don't think Knives Out quite hits its mark. Thumbs up. Brian Lowry, CNN.com. Knives Out is a whole lot of fun, intended to keep the audience off balance right up until its finish. It's a razor-sharp throwback from writer-director Rian Johnson. Thumbs up. Jake Wilson, The Age, Australia. Johnson's fancy style remains as appealing as ever. Through his signature stylist moves, the rapid pans, the close-ups from low angles, the tricks with focus are by now as recognizable as the line of a cartoonist. Original score, 4 out of 5. Thumbs up. Danny Lee, Financial Times. A viciously droll game of movie Cluedo, the murder mystery dusted off for the modern age. Original score, 4 out of 5. Thumbs up. Plot. An affluent crime author named Harlan Thrombey invites his family to the Massachusetts mansion for his 85th birthday party. The next morning, Harlan's housekeeper Fran finds him dead, slit in the throat. The police consider it a suicide, but an unidentified party pays private detective Benoit Blanc to investigate. Blanc finds out that Harlan's relationship with his family were overwrought. He threatened to uncover his son-in-law Richard for cheating on his wife. Harlan's daughter Linda had cut off his daughter-in-law Joni's allowance for stealing from him. Harlan also fired his son Walt from his publishing company and had a disagreement with his grandson Ransom. Unbeknownst to Blanc, after the party, Harlan's nurse Marta Cabrera actually administered him an overdose of morphine by accident instead of his typical medicine and could not find the antidote, leaving Harlan minutes to live. Knowing that Mancha's mother is an illegal immigrant, Harlan prohibited her from calling for help and instead gave her orders to create a fabricated alibi to save her family from inquiry. Harlan then slit his own throat. Harlan's aging mother saw Marta doing Harlan's instructions but mistook her for Ransom. Marta cannot lie without nausea, so she gives factual but incomplete answers when Blanc questions her. After agreeing to help in Blanc's investigation, Marta hides evidence of her actions as they search the property. Harlan's last will is read, and to everyone's surprise, he left everything to Marta. Ransom helps her flee the family's rage. Ransom forces Marta into admitting to him and offers his help in return for a share of the inheritance. The other Thornbys attempt to convince Marta to relinquish the inheritance, while Walt threatens to expose her mother. Marta gets an anonymous blackmail letter from a fractional copy of Harlan's toxicology report. She and Ransom go to the medical examiner's office, but the building has been demolished by burning. Marta receives an unidentified email suggesting a rendezvous with the blackmailer. Blanc and the police see Marta and Ransom is apprehended after a brief car chase. Blanc clarifies that Harlan's mother saw Ransom coming down from Harlan's room the night he died. Marta goes to the meeting and learns that Fran is drugged. Marta falters, realizing that Fran can connect her to the crime, but does CPR on Fran and calls 911. Marta comes clean to Blanc, but Ransom has already informed on her. Want a chance to win a free Amazon gift card? Like, subscribe, turn on notifications, and answer this question in comments. What was Harlan's elderly mother called in the film? Winners will be chosen randomly in comments, so make sure to come back and see. At the house, Marta discovers a copy of the full toxicology report hidden in Fran's marijuana stash. Blanc reads it and interrupts Marta before she can admit to the family that her mistake caused Harlan's death. Blanc discloses his conclusions. Ransom had learned that Harlan was leaving everything to Marta. He exchanged the contents of Harlan's medication vials and hid the antidote so Marta could kill Harlan with a morphine overdose, making her unqualified to claim the inheritance. However, Marta really gave the correct medication, identifying it by its logo, without reading the label, and thus is blameless of Harlan's death. After the death was reported as a suicide, Ransom secretly hired Blanc to uncover Marta as the killer. Fran later sent Ransom the blackmail note after seeing him hiding proof. Gathering that Marta had innocently given Harlan the correct medication but thought herself guilty, Ransom forwarded the note to Marta. He burned down the medical examiner's office to extinguish evidence of Marta's innocence. Lastly, he overdosed Fran with morphine and emailed her whereabouts to Marta, trying to frame Marta for Fran's death. Marta tricked Ransom into coming clean by lying that Fran lived and will incriminate him. After he confesses and promises vengeance, she throws up on him, revealing that Fran has actually died. Infuriated, he attacks her with what turns out to be a retractable stage knife. Having documented Ransom's confession, the police took him into custody. Blanc tells Marta that he realized early on that she played a part in Harlan's death, seeing a small spot of blood on one of her shoes. Linda discovers a note from Harlan unveiling her husband's adultery. Marta watches the Thrombey from the patio of what is now her mansion as Ransom is taken into custody. Cast: Daniel Craig as Benoit Blanc, a world-famous private investigator. Chris Evans as Ransom Drysdale, Harlan's grandson. Linda and Richard's son, a spoiled playboy. Ana de Armas as Marta Cabrera, Harlan's close friend and nurse. Jamie Lee Curtis as Linda Drysdale, Harlan's eldest daughter, a real estate tycoon. Michael Shannon as Walt Thrombey, Harlan's youngest son, CEO at Harlan's publishing company. Don Johnson as Richard Drysdale, Harlan's son-in-law, Linda's husband. Toni Collette as Joni Thrombey, Harlan's daughter-in-law, widow of Neil, a lifestyle authority. Lakeith Stanfield as Detective Lieutenant Elliott, a local police detective. Katherine Langford as Meg Thrombey, Harlan's granddaughter. Joni and Neil's daughter, an open-minded student. Jaeden Martel as Jacob Thrombey, Harlan's grandson. Walt and Donnie's son, an alt-right youth. Christopher Plummer as Harlan Thrombey, a rich mystery novelist found dead after his 85th birthday party. He had 3 children, Linda, Walt, and deceased Neil. Riki Lindhome as Donna Thrombey, Harlan's daughter-in-law, Walt's wife. Eddie Patterson as Fran, Harlan's housekeeper. She discovers Harlan's body. Frank Oz as Alan Stevens, Harlan's lawyer. Kay Kellen as Juanita, great Nana Thrombey, Harlan's centenarian mother who is seemingly senile. Noah Segan as Trooper Wagner, Massachusetts State Police detective and admirer of Harlan's books. M. Emmett Walsh as Mr. Prufrock, Harlan's groundskeeper. Marlene Fort as Miss Cabrera, Marta's mother. Joseph Gordon-Levitt as Detective Hardrock, voice cameo. Production. In June 2010, writer and director Rian Johnson voiced interest in creating an Agatha Christie-inspired murder mystery film. In developing the film, Johnson named several classic mystery thrillers and mystery comedies as influences, including The Last of Sheila, Murder on the Orient Express, Something's Afoot, Murder by Death, Death on the Nile, Private Eyes, The Mirror Cracked, Evil Under the Sun, Death Trap, Clue, and Gosford Park. The film title was derived from the 2001 Radiohead song, Knives Out. Johnson, a Radiohead fan, said, "Obviously the movie has nothing to do with the song. That turn of phrase has always stuck in my head, and it just seemed like a great title for a murder mystery." The name Harlan Thrombey is taken from a 1981 choose-your-own-adventure mystery, Who Killed Harlan Thrombey? Knives Out received critical acclaim, mainly for its screenplay, direction, and acting, and grossed $309.2 million worldwide against a $40 million budget. Knives Out received 3 nominations in the musical or comedy category, Best Motion Picture, Best Actor for Craig, and Best Actress for De Armas at the 77th Golden Globe Awards. It also received Best Original Screenplay nominations at the 73rd British Academy Film Awards and 92nd Academy Awards. Knives Out was also chosen by the American Film Institute, Time Magazine, and the National Board of Review as one of the top 10 films of 2019. Lionsgate declared in February 2020 that a Knives Out sequel with Daniel Craig reprising his role as Blanc was in development. Did you find out how to win an Amazon gift card? Be sure to watch again to find out how. Be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Thanks for watching, and be sure to check out our other videos.